Look at this. Band back together. Padres win. No. Well, you're back. Band is back together. John and Jim
Back,
with you
baby.
Friday night. Padres find a way to win a game that was hairy, and they didn't have the A team of their bullpen available. But Machado and Hosmer stay hot, and starting pitching once again carries this team. It's deja vu all over again. The Padres are in a virtual tie for first place in the NL West at 18-9. It's the wrap-up show with John and Jim. We want to hear from you. Let us know where you are watching from, whether it's live or on replay. We'll give you the shout-outs to start the show. So let us know where you're watching from. If you're here live or on replay, you got to subscribe. We have year-round Padres content. If you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when we go live. Make sure to smash the like button for a Padres win and follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD, at John and Jim. Before we start, before we start and discuss Jim's internet and this win, I do want to give a shout out to Michael Miller, one of our loyal viewers on the wrap-up show. He is our first ever super thanks, Jim. So when you watch on replay, there's a thanks button, and if you hit it, you can use the super thanks. And our first ever super thanks viewer is Michael Miller, who's been a loyal viewer over the offseason and into the regular season, a listener on Extra 1360. So thank you, Michael. We really appreciate the super thanks. And as always, if you want to communicate with us here tonight, if you want to make sure we get your comment, if you want to support this channel, please consider the super chat function. We'll let you know about our tunnel sponsor, Mark Nimitz, in a moment. But Jim, how you doing, man? You're holding up a little bit here. How you doing? Yes, exactly.
Hey, the Padres won. It's all that matters. Steven Wilson got the save. Hosmer and Machado leading the way. Beatty joined the party. They're 18-9. One of the best records in baseball. Nothing much to complain about. Right?
Just your internet. I'm with you.
Just the thing that's in my wall. I mean, you should see it right now. There's like cords everywhere. It's bad. But anyway, yeah, good win.
It is. Let's start with some shout outs here, and then let's get into this. We see you guys coming in. A lot of people probably at the game tonight at Petco, I'm sure, will make their way in as they did last night on the chat, into the chat. So let us know where you're watching from. We'll get to some of these. That's a great question, Gus.
I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I have an AT&T technician coming to my house tomorrow.
Sure. It's only taken 7 months. Okay, Matt is in Escondido. Thanks for hanging out with us. Peter is in
New Orleans. Very nice.
Our buddy Jaron's in Sacktown.
Nice.
We got our buddy here in LA. We've got Carter, longtime viewer and listener, with us here from El Centro. Michael, thank you. Thank you for the super thanks. If you guys are watching our replay, again, if you want to make sure your comment is highlighted, if you want to support this channel, you can use that super thanks button, which is right down below. It just says thanks. This is very cool. Look at this. Our buddy Sneaker Side Hustle, watching with his wife in Boise.
Awesome.
Dude, how is she putting up with that?
I don't know.
Right? Well, Jaron, yes. We'll get into
she's a keeper.
Right. Ron. Jim has made
Ron.
it.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. We're getting some advice.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Robert.
Quan in Claremont, thanks for hanging out with us. Our buddy in Indiana, Jeremiah, thank you. Late night in Indiana. Jake is in Vista. This is funny. Did you see this? This is ridiculous. I don't know if Jim is still with us. Sixth and K, very cool. Cliff, what's going on?
Very nice.
Brisk, what's going on? Boogie, Lemon Grove.
Very nice.
Is Jim talking? Seriously, is Jim trying to talk? Let us know what you think Jim just said. Wrong answers only. That'd be fun. The under hit, Gus. Jason's in Santee. Pedro, what's up, bud? Door dashing in Temecula tonight. Stay safe. Chicago is in the building. UTC is in the house. What's up, Derek? Vista. Very cool. Johnny, good stuff. I've been there. I got a 3-year-old. I've definitely been there. LA. No doubt, Trevor. We'll get into it. Eric, thank you, from South Park, and Sarah Mesa, Brent. Seriously, man. Are you back, Jim? Or are you frozen? I'm assuming he's back frozen. Scott's in San Diego. Robert says get a hard line. I agree. Yes, it's Robot Jim. Spencer, what's going on? Jim's. We'll get Jim back theoretically because I see him behind the scenes doing some things. Let's see here. Yes, Rip Jim. He will be back. San Antonio in the house by way of San Diego. La Quinta, Carlsbad. What's going on, Matthew? Good to have you with us. This is so funny. Oh, I think we're getting Jim back. Jim, are you back?
I'm back.
Do you want to be on the other side?
Yeah, whatever you want. Other side. There we go. Oh, hello. Perfect.
Is that right? I don't know if that's right.
Is it? I have to do it. Do it.
Kimberly says the wrap-up show with John has started. We got Jim back.
I'm here. I'm back.
He's battling his internet.
I am battling hard.
This is funny. Michael says let's just put a picture up of you.
That'd be good. Jim broadcasting from Mars. Very accurate.
Phil's joining us from OB with asthma after that ninth inning. You're not kidding. First and second, nobody out. 1-run game, and they hold on. Just a couple more shout outs here. This is funny.
What?
Maybe don't use video. Just use audio, Jim. Yeah, or don't move. Yeah, now we did switch sides. Maybe that's the good luck charm.
Maybe it is.
And Quan says maybe you should call in. All right, Jim, you get organized. You get situated. I want to tell
I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay, you're good. I want to tell our viewers, though, about Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. Again, before we get going, if you want to make sure we get your comment, you can use that super chat function. If you're here with us tonight, live or on replay, please subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure to follow as well. We're going to get you covered. Everything that happened here tonight as the Padres get to 18-9. Before we do that, we do want to tell you about Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. If you've been a loyal viewer, you know about Mark. He is the reason we've been able to do this wrap-up show here. He is the title sponsor of the wrap-up show. He's been with us for 7-8 months at this point. If you have auto, home, renters, or life insurance needs or earthquake insurance needs, like we always tell you, Mark's your guy. He's our guy. I've got homeowners and earthquake through him. He's helping me with the claim right now. He's actually taking care of everything. He's done it this week, so thank you, Mark. He can save you $750 on your insurance. Simple as that. He can save you $750. If you're in San Diego, he's a San Diegan and a Padres fan. So a San Diegan and a Padres fan, his website has all the information. You get a quote, his address, his phone, his email, his hours. They make it super simple. He's got great customer service and communication, as we always say. If you want to support this channel, if you want to talk Padres baseball, please consider calling or emailing Mark Nimitz. He will save you money on your insurance in 2022.
And all his information is above, mnimitz@farmersagent.com. That's mnimitz@farmersagent.com when you reach out to him. Of course, let him know that John and Jim from the wrap-up show sent you.
And well said, Christian. I think this has been asked before. We're finding out. If he did, he'd be bankrupt because Jim would have put him out of business.
I would have had called Mark every single day. I probably should just call Mark every single day, just regardless. But hopefully, knock on some wood, the nightmare will finally end tomorrow.
Okay, so tonight's a little bit of deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra would say. I mean, it's Manny Machado. It's Eric Hosmer with, I thought, a huge hit with a runner at first and 2 outs to get that early run. They've gotten so many early runs. And then you, Darvish, Jimmy's gone 6+ in 5 of 6 outings. He pitched really well. He gave up a home run, but he left with a lead. He went 7 innings through less than 100 pitches. So it's like, this is the formula. Good starting pitching, enough offense, led by 2 players that are the hottest players in baseball, arguably. And then give Steven Wilson, like you said a moment ago, give him credit. First career save, 1-run lead, first and second, nobody out, and he gets out of that spot. I mean, that was work to get out of that spot, and he was able to do it.
Once again, the starters, workhorses, going 6-7 innings. Not used to this from the entire staff, but it's nice to see. Darvish has pitched great this year. His ERA might be over 4, but that's because of his outing in San Francisco. You wipe that away, dude's been lights out. He pitches 6 and 7 innings, consistently for this team. After the end of last year for him, the biggest question for Darvish going into the season was his health. Can he give you consistent innings? How is his back feeling? And everything right now looks great. And the bullpen, they got the job done. Wasn't pretty, but you can't just always rely on Rogers and Garcia. You just can't, because you can't pitch Rogers every day. You can't pitch Garcia every day. I thought Suarez, you could argue, had his best outing as a Padre, 7-pitch inning. And Wilson, as Jace Tingler said, he battled out there. He battled through a 9th inning where it could have easily gone awry, and picks up his first save. He is on his way to catching Trevor Hoffman for the most saves
there's no
in
doubt.
Franchise history. Yeah, one
and
down.
He looks like Mariano. It's
right.
not just franchise history; it's baseball history.
Right. Yeah, he's going for the all-time record.
Let's get to our first super chat of the night. Thank you, Matthew, a loyal viewer of this channel. Whether you're here for a first time or if you've been with us for weeks and weeks or months and months, we appreciate the super chats. You can hit that button down below if you want to get involved and if you want to make sure we get your comment here tonight. You're 100% right. So many one-run wins. Gray hair getting grayer. Me too. I've got it in here as well. You can't see it when I wear my
got a little of my beard going
my
on.
hat. I got a little bit of it too.
Yeah.
Man, it just feels a little bit different. I saw a comment on that.
A win's a win.
But it feels different. Like they didn't win all these games a year ago. They don't traditionally, if you've been watching this franchise for a long time, win games the way they've won games this year. And they've blown some leads. They've blown a couple of leads this year, but on the whole, I think they've been pretty darn good. Taylor Rogers, like you said, has been unbelievable. And also, like you said, he's unable to pitch every day. He has pitched 6 of the last 10 days coming in, so he was down. Luis Garcia was down. And to get a win with both of those pitchers down, speaks to something happening here. Again, I can't guarantee World Series or NLCS, but I can say that there's something going on here that feels, I don't know, it feels pretty good, I think, if you're a Padres fan, just watching this play out over the first 27 games of the year.
And as Matthew says, their one-run game, still they won it. Now,
oh yeah,
you're sensing a little bit of a trend where it's kind of hard for them to score at home. Like you take away the opening day at Petco, a little hard for them to score runs at home. Now, thankfully, Manny Machado is hitting like 900 at home, and he has single-handedly, I feel like, won. I mean, it feels like he's won every game offensively at Petco this year with his bat. It's just in every single rally, every single run scored. It feels like Machado is in it. And tonight is no different. He's hitting the ball like minimum off his bat at over 100 miles an hour every single time. Good things are happening when Machado and Hosmer are at the plate. And, yes, the rest of the lineup is struggling, but hey, man, they're getting it done when they need to, and Machado's leading the way. And it's just like you feel like every time he's at bat, dude's going to get a hit, or he's going to do something good.
No, you're right. I mean, and to your point about the rest of the lineup, Cronenworth 0 for 3, Kim 0 for 3, Profar 0 for 3, Nola 0 for 4. Grisham had a hit. Beatty, like you said, had a big hit in this game, finally delivering in a spot where they really needed him. It was important because they won this game by one run. Let's get to another super here. Spencer was with us last night when Jim was hanging out at Petco. Spencer, thank you again for the super chat. Spenny Bats, who follows us and interacts with us on Twitter. Thank you, Spencer. Another character win here. Another win that I feel just doesn't happen last year. This is right on cue, right what we're talking about, Spencer. The Bomel difference. I mean, is it confidence? Is it good fortune? Is it good players? It's a combination of everything. Right. And you're not going to rely on Steven Wilson to close a lot of games for you this year. Now, this happens when you have a good team. Even a closer that has a rubber arm cannot pitch every single day of the year, and they've got a good team, so they got to get a little creative here in their bullpen. I still think this bullpen will get better over the course of the year because I think they'll add to it over the course of the year. But you got to like what you've seen from Steven Wilson, considering he's a rookie. What he's done on the whole this year. There have been some hiccups, but this was probably his gutsiest outing of the year.
Well, the way he started the year, he retired, like 20 in a row? Or
at one
something
point
like
this
that.
year he did, yeah.
And then got the struggles on the road trip. Tonight, it wasn't pretty, but he got the job done. That's all that matters. And, you're right. The circumstances of what is happening right now, regardless of what you want to say, they're taking advantage of the schedule and they're stacking up wins where they have not been able to do that in the past. Now, you go back to last year, they had an amazing May, a 19-9 May. They were, sweeping the Cardinals at home and winning games without Tatis and winning games with random guys up because of COVID. So this team does have it in them. You just feel like this group this year, it feels different. Like it doesn't feel like that, it feels sustainable. And, things change. I did say fool's gold after the Dodgers series. I'll eat crow, definitely. They shut me up in a second. They went out, had a great road trip. Should have been better. Should have been 7-1. Should have been 8-0, honestly. And they've come home and they've gotten the job done. They're just playing really good baseball right now.
Yeah, no, there's no question about that. I mean, they're playing really good baseball. Hopefully it continues. Is it sustainable? I agree with you. I do think it's sustainable because of starting pitching, and we can get into that. We spent 30 minutes on it last night. I mean, you have 7 starters, but that's a lot better than having 3 like they had last year, or 2 in the second half of the year. Let's get to Alex, again, another loyal viewer. Thank you, Alex, for your support. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Everyone that is here, thank you. I see a lot of people making their way in, probably back from Petco or back from where they were or making their way to their computer or phone. Thank you for hanging out with us again. Please subscribe. We're here for Padres fans year round. You see Jim, hit that button down below. Hit the notification bell. Smash the like button for us. Hit the like button. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We'll plead for your vote for the Best of UT Readers poll coming up, because that's ending, by the way, in a couple of days. So we need your vote. We need your vote tonight. We'll get to that later. There's a link for that down below. Please, yes, please vote for us.
Shameless
best radio
plug.
show. Shameless. Alex says, I know this is a baseball channel, but Jim, did you see Doctor Strange? If you did, what did you think? No spoilers. So don't spoil this, Jim. Don't spoil this, but what did you think?
So I did see it today. I really enjoyed it. It's not my favorite Marvel film of all time. There are some moments in this film that I could argue are some of the best moments in Marvel history. There's definite wow moments. There's definite moments where you'll be like, no way they did that. I just felt like it was a little too fast. Could have been a little longer. And if I were to rank it out of 5 stars, I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars.
Did you see it, Alex? Comment in the chat. Have you seen it as of yet?
Don't put any, and if you have, don't put any spoilers. Don't be that
here.
guy.
This is
don't
a Padres channel.
It's a Padres channel.
Yeah,
come on,
that makes
man.
no sense. Don't do. But let us know if you've seen it. If you've seen it, let us know. You can comment in the chat. This is funny. Yeah, there's 2 sides to this coin. You got a lot of people that are into it, no question. I bet a lot of people in this chat are into it. I bet a lot of people aren't necessarily into it and are probably here for the Padres. If you're just making your way in, again, Padres win 3-2 over the Marlins. What are you pulling up from back there, Jim?
It was my my Marvel characters, my Marvel little action figure. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so Alex has seen it, by the way.
Nice. Good job.
Very
awesome.
Cool. Okay, back to this. You said something interesting. I mean, you said taking advantage of the schedule. Completely agree. I wouldn't disagree with what you said. I will say Miami's starting pitching, whether it's Sandy Alcantara,
no joke,
or Jesus Luzardo or Pablo Lopez, this is, top 3rd big league pitching, and that's at a minimum. I mean, you're seeing really good starting pitching. You're not seeing the best offense in baseball. You're not seeing that. They do have some nice bullpen pieces. I think their first 3 or 4 starters are really good. They got guys coming up, by the way. Max Meyer in AAA, one of their top prospects, is about to be here. I mean, they're going to beat people 3-2, but you want to beat them 3-2, and that's exactly what the Padres are able to do here today. So I agree with you. I think the Padres should be better than the Marlins, but Alcantara is good, and Jesus Luzardo is good, so those are good wins.
I kind of like the Marlins. Like, I kind of like the makeup of their team.
Yeah.
The pitching stuff-wise, like, you're right. Alcantara tonight, he's pumping. He averages 97 on his fastball.
Yeah, he pumps that thing. Yep.
Luzardo last night was not easy. Machado made it look easy, but he was not easy. Lopez has been lights out. And, they have a sneaky up-and-coming team. They're not there yet by any stretch, but they have a lot of good pieces. Jazz Chisholm, one of the best names ever. Dude, probably going to be an all-star this year. Got some nice bullpen pieces. Anthony Bass out of the bullpen's like, wait, remember this guy? He's pumping 99. Like, what the hell?
Chisholm thought he got a ball in the 8th inning, I want to say, off Suarez.
Now, it would have only been a home run in 3 out of 30 ballparks.
I saw it. So he was like, oh, mad. Like, I can't believe that didn't go. Like, dude, that really wasn't that close to. I mean, it was, it was driven well.
Thank you, dead ball.
Yeah, seriously, you're not kidding. Let's get to another super. Our buddy Jake, Jake by Bitcoin Daily, who's been listening to us. I know John and Jim on Extra 1360 in the iHeartRadio app, hanging out with us as well with the wrap-up show, saying, OMFG, I'm so done with these drug serenade. Are we talking about Marvel, maybe? Oh, he says, with these drugs, serenade me about a beautiful Padres win on my way home. This bullpen makes every game suspenseful. Hashtag go Padres.
Did you take some shrooms? Are you doing some psychedelic stuff right now, Jake?
2 days ago, the bullpen had the 26th ERA in baseball, 26th best, so 5th worst. Now, the last 2 days, 4 scoreless innings. I think I have that right. Yep, 2 yesterday, 2 today. So you're probably in the 20 range. I'm making it up, 20, 21, 22 range in baseball. So not great, but if there's a but, and it's a big but, it's that 9th inning spot has been secure for you by and large. And that's why you can kind of live with it. I mean, you're 18-9. Right. If you're 9-18, I mean, you'd be going crazy with this bullpen, but you're 18-9. Right.
Well, you look at the bullpen. I always like guys that throw hard coming out of the bullpen, and the guys that they have that are flamethrowers. Wilson, Suarez, Garcia, Rogers can get you 95. That's about it. And then Pierce Johnson, when he comes off the IL, he can give you 95. We'll wait to talk about Drew Pomeranz when he's healthy again. But those right now are the guys that I think this team's expecting to be late inning relievers for you, and they all throw hard. So it's an up and down bullpen. They're lucky they have Taylor Rogers. Let's just say that trade was one of the best of the offseason, and Preller does it again, finding a closer who has been lights out.
Look at this on cue. Jazz Chisholm just tweeting, these dead balls going to make my hair gray before I even dye it that color. Kind of an SMH emoji as well. So Jazz Chisholm taking a shot at the baseballs a lot of baseball players have. That has been a common trend and theme over the first 5 weeks of the season. I don't know what to say about that. It's both teams are playing with the same baseball.
Yeah, you got Petco.
You got Petco. You got
Manny Machado's hitting the same baseball.
He's hitting it pretty well.
Yeah, he's hitting it pretty well. So,
thank you, by Bitcoin Dale. You didn't have to follow up with a super, but he said as opposed to drugs, I guess drugs because he's driving tonight.
Oh, dealing with so many drunks. Got it.
Yeah,
it is a Friday night. It's technically this is the night everyone's going to celebrate for Cinco de Mayo because it's a Friday. It's a Friday.
That's true. All right, we got you covered. Jake. We'll be with you here while you drive. Padres win. There's a lot to get into in addition to just this game. I mean, Luke Voit in AAA has been an abject disaster. I don't know if I've ever seen a rehab go like this. 0 for 13, 0 for 4 tonight with 4 Ks. He was supposed to be there initially. Yeah. How many strikeouts total?
7.
4 tonight. I don't know if I've ever seen a rehab stint for a position player last a week. Like, what are you doing for a week as a position player in the minor leagues other than trying to find yourself? And it could be longer than a week, to be honest with you. But that's a really bizarre situation, Jim. I mean, whether it's the bicep or whether he's just completely lost it or has to completely find his swing. I don't have a lot of confidence, but we'll see.
Yeah. 0 for 13 in the minors on your rehab stint, and you have 7 strikeouts. You struck out 4 times tonight. He is completely lost at the plate. Completely lost. We talked to Kevin Acee today, and Acee also wrote that with the injury to his bicep, it forced him to change the swing. And just hearing that just is not good at all. Like, when you're compensating for an injury and you're changing your swing up, it's bound to be failure, end up in failure. At this point right now, you could say it's early, but what can you really expect from Luke Voit? The good thing is he cost you nothing. He has potential there because you've seen it in New York. Can you trust him and rely on him right now to be your everyday DH and get 500 bats? Absolutely not. And he's under control for 3 more years. Does he have any options left? Could you keep him down in the minors? I don't know. But at this point in time,
I don't know.
It doesn't look great.
That's a good point. I mean, could you keep him down? That's
Like
that's
just
a really
work on
interesting point.
things. Because to bring him
we'll
up
call you. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Exactly.
Right. Let's get to these supers. Luis, thank you. This is very gracious. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. Manny swing is a thing of beauty that always gets me. Luis says, I agree with you that his swing right now is unreal. He makes it look so easy, and he's getting so much power. I think everything, you said earlier, the exit velo tonight was 104 or above from Machado, which is just incredible.
To watch a player in their prime performing at the highest level. I mean,
that's
cherish
a Hall of Famer.
This is something that you'll be like, wow, I remember when
2022
did this.
when he carried a team without Fernando Tatis Jr. to start a season
and won an MVP.
Exactly. Luis goes on to say, thanks to Jim who had me watch Mandalorian. Worth it for Baby Yoda and the end reveal.
Hold on, I got a Baby Yoda. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
You just got everything back there.
I got a little Baby Yoda.
What don't you have?
I have it all.
Can you show off your wrap-up show hat back there?
I can show off my wrap-up show hat. There we go. Merch store. Go check it out. Get a wrap-up show hat. It's very snapback there. Boom. How you doing?
Dude,
link in the description. Link in the description below.
Yes. We just had, first of all, Luis, thank you for the super chat. Anyone that gives anything via the super chat, we're always so grateful for. So we appreciate all the super chats here on the channel. I do want to get to Jerusalem, and then I want to thank Kenneth for an extremely generous super chat. I don't think we've ever had one that has come in that we just got from Kenneth. So thank you all for the super chats here tonight. Again, John and Jim with you, wrap-up show on a Friday night. Another Padres win, 18-9. Enjoy this. I mean, this is fun. Padres are 18-9. There's a lot to get into with this rotation as well. We will
feels real
as we continue on. I'm with you. It does feel real, and it feels like it's a little later than May. Like the way this team is playing, they're not playing like whatever. It's just another game. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like they're really out there trying to win all these baseball games right now. Jerusalem saying NL West only division where every team is over 500. NL best. It is. I mean, it's definitively. It's not just the best in the National League. This is the best division in baseball. It will be fascinating to see how it plays out. I say it's the best division, Jim. Let's see what goes on with the Giants. Let's see how the Diamondbacks and Rockies play. But it does appear as if the Dodgers and Padres are going to have, at the very least, good years.
Hey, what's the phrase? Iron sharpens iron. And if you're going to be battling, drink, Jay Stingler, with good teams in your division, it's only going to make you better that's what you think, right? Like, now granted, you'd want to have like a Cincinnati Reds in your division where you play them 18 times and you're going to win 17 of those games, right? you want that situation, which it does make me upset that the Cardinals and the Brewers get that for an entire season. But gets you ready. It might be a war of attrition at the end of the year, but hey, I'll take my chances with this Padres team versus anybody in the National League West.
Yeah, and we won't see the Giants. Won't see the Giants or the Dodgers for a while.
Yeah.
Giants.
Well, besides the Dodgers, because you think that no matter when they play the Dodgers, they'll lose 2 or 3. But anyway, I digress.
I was the one that overreacted to the Padres losing 2 out of 3 to the Dodgers at home.
Yeah,
that was me, right, guys?
Yeah.
That was me, not Jim.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yes, so you can't see this because you're on sale. So Kenneth, this is very gracious, and thank you for your support of this channel. I think it's the first time we've had a super chat at this dollar amount. Go Padres!
Everyone get a clapping emoji in the chat for Kenneth. Yeah. Everyone give Kenneth a shout out. Thank you, Kenneth, for supporting the channel, watching us. We really appreciate that. Everyone give a shout out to Kenneth. And then I love this from chat. I'm going to get back to Kenneth. Kenneth with the free month of internet for Jim. Yeah, like you just want a free month of internet, Jim. Get this thing. Yes. It's because of our viewers like Kenneth that we're able to do this each and every night. If you've been watching us over the offseason or during the season or listening to us on the radio, like we're doing this for Padres fans. The fact that you guys support us, we really are truly appreciative of and grateful for. But we're here every single night for Padres fans. We like hanging out with you guys. We appreciate your support of the channel, Kenneth.
Let's hope this continues. I mean, that's all I can say. If you have another comment you want to weigh in, we'll definitely get it on screen as well. But let's hope this continues. And thank you.
Thank you, Kenneth. Really appreciate it, man.
Let's get back to some additional super chats that are rolling in on this Friday evening. This is very kind from Dot Perfect Design. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you. Love the show. Good job, guys.
Always
show's been fun.
The shout-outs.
Yeah, I mean, the show's awesome.
When they win, it's fun.
You know what? It's just fun to interact. I mean, we're here. We're the crying shoulder when they lose. We're here to cheer with you when they win. We know over 162, there's some wins and there's some losses, and we're just here. We're here for you over the course of the year.
Like, when they lose in epic fashion, do I scream and yell and overreact? Absolutely. But when they win, it's much better. It's just everyone's excited. There are still things you talk about that are concerns because no team is ever perfect. You're no team unless you're win 130 games in a year. It's like this team's not going to win 130 games, but they can win 90 plus. It's still early. There's still time for I guess shit to hit the fan. But
of course,
this feels right. It feels right. It feels like, okay, Musgrove, Darvish, Snell. Well, not Snell right now, but Gore, Manaya, Martinez, Clevenger. Like, there's a lot there that you're like, okay, I feel really good about this.
Yeah, that's not a mirage.
And guess what, guys? Tatis is coming back.
Oh yeah, he hasn't played yet. Did you know that, Jim? He hasn't even played.
Do you remember he plays on the Padres?
Do you remember the first day of spring training after the lockout? AJ Preller spoke to the media and said, "Oh, by the way, Fernando Tatis Jr. is out for 3 months."
Right, and we've talked about this. And we're like, oh, and you said it like, okay, I want to see adversity with this team.
Yep.
Right. How Bob Melvin will handle it, how Bob Melvin will navigate adversity in a season. I'm sure a lot of fans are not wanting to see that, but they're like, okay, well, when there's adversity, I feel good with Bob Melvin. People forget, and I think you even forgot too, like they had adversity from day one.
It's true.
When you lose the best player in baseball off of an injury that was avoidable. Okay. And then also in spring training, you have a major, major trade rumor pop out about Eric Hosmer, who has just been amazing. He has dealt with both of those controversies and things that could potentially hurt the start of your season. And he has dealt with it beautifully. Like it's been great.
It has. It absolutely has. Thank you guys for again doing the clapping hands emoji for Kenneth for that super chat, which is super appreciated by us here on the wrap up show. Thanks, guys. Trying to get to some of these right now as the comments continue to roll in. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you all for being here with us. Thank you for the super
He's the MVP tonight.
Thank you for the super thanks. If you're with us here on replay, like Michael Miller gave us earlier today with the super thanks, the first we've gotten here on this channel. Let's get back to some of these supers because they continue to roll in. Alex, thank you again. Time for first with how this offense is, and no Tatis, and he's coming back and hopefully other reinforcements. I'll take it. I mean, no question. No question.
Like, imagine if this team is either in first place or right there at the top of the division, 20 plus games over 500, because that's the rate they're playing at right now. When Tatis gets back, the boost that this team is going to get when Tatis comes back, oh boy, and he's not a guy that is just at home all the time. He's with the team nonstop, which is good, because when you're injured, especially in professional sports, it can feel like the loneliest place in the world because you're not involved with the team. You're not involved in all the the I don't know, what's it called? Inside jokes, creating a culture with this year's team with new players, and he's there. And so Tatis is, I think when he comes back, it's going to be very seamless because he will already have been with the team majority of the season.
So yeah, I mean, I'm with you, and Alex. You can't. I mean, what could you ask for more than 18-9? I mean, you could be the best team in baseball, and that's winning 67% of the time. And if you do that all year, you're winning a lot of games. So
They could be 21-6, honestly.
yeah, they
Like, they
could, or
should
they
be
could be
21-6.
well, or
That's
they could be
crazy.
worse than 18-9 because it was first and second opening out in the ninth inning tonight. You know,
What I'm saying is they've had leads in 3 games that they should have closed out, and they should, if you're looking at this, they should be 21-9.
no, that's not. I don't think that's. I
They
don't think they
could.
should.
They could
They
have.
could.
They
Yeah.
okay. They
Yeah.
could have been 21-9.
Yeah, it could.
That's how well they're.
No,
That's how well
21
they're
and
playing.
21-6.
21-6. Sorry.
Yep.
They could have been
21-6.
21-6.
No, you're right.
21-6.
In a perfect scenario, yeah, you're right.
Right.
They could have 20 wins right now. You're right. I agree with that.
In a different multiverse, they're 21-6.
Yeah, in Doctor Strange, world. Michael,
Probably.
thank you for the super from Mexico. We appreciate you hanging out with us
Thanks, man.
from Mexico here tonight. Darvish, 0.71 ERA when excluding the Giants game. Is that right?
Wow.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's unbelievable.
Well, it's 9 runs on like an inning in the third.
Yeah, it jars everything for like half a year.
Wow. A 0.7 ERA to take the Giants game out? Damn.
Jeez. So he's kind of righted the
He's
ship
lights out.
from last year in the
Yeah.
second half. It's like he couldn't get anyone out. You couldn't rely on him, but you're
No.
right. I mean, 97 pitches, 7 innings.
And he's not
was
striking
good.
out a lot. He's not, striking out 8, 9, 10 guys a game either. I think he
Right,
had what?
3 strikeouts.
3 strikeouts tonight?
0 walks, though.
That's the key.
That's the key. Chad, thank you for saying this. You guys do such a good job at interacting with the viewers. Props to both of you and the sponsors for providing us a place to vent and or celebrate after Padres games. Love the wrap-up show. Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
Appreciate that.
I don't know. I can't do anything because I'm on my phone, but
He's
thank
on
you.
his phone. Like Jim said, if you want to support the wrap-up show, he's got the hat back there on his shelf. We do have the merch link down below. We've had a lot of our viewers pick up some merch over the last couple of weeks since we unveiled that. So if you want to pick up a hat or a T-shirt or, oh, shoot, I'm wearing.
Oh, let's go.
Sweatshirt. Yeah, I'm wearing a wrap-up show sweatshirt right now.
There we go.
So, yeah, you can absolutely do that as well. Do you want to hear from Bob Melvin, Jim?
Sure.
Let's hear from Bob Melvin because I have the ability to do that, I believe. Let me know, Jim, if you cannot hear this because you know me with the audio issues.
Right.
So let's play this here.
We're going to need contributions from Suarez and Wilson for sure. So, we were down our 2 big boys today, and we planned it out that we were going to do 8-9 with those guys. Hopefully we get to that point, and we did. And I think it was great.
I know. Hold on.
Certainly great for Wilson to be able to fight through that. He's closed in winter ball some, but to get his first major league save when you got a couple guys on right away, it tests you a little bit.
What have you seen about him? Because, like I said, it's been all year.
It has, and he's had to fight through some tough stuff. His last couple outings haven't been his best, but a game like this is really gonna be great for his confidence. And early in the season, it came pretty easy for him, and then for the first time, you get hit around a little bit, and you could tell it didn't have his best curveball today. I think the one to Garcia maybe overhung it a little bit, so he knew that his fastball was probably going to be his pitch, and elevated it and got the pitches he needed to get.
It's been an interesting season for Matt Beatty. You weren't able to get him in a lot early. You've been playing him a lot late. What have you seen from him lately?
Well, that was a huge hit. I mean, if he lines out to the first baseman there, he probably kills himself. I mean, he's had some bats. I'm kidding, but he's had some bats where they're really frustrating for him. And then you start to press a little bit, maybe try a little too hard. So I think that at bat goes a long way for him too, because he really can hit.
You've gotten so much from Manny and Haas this season. Kind of how do you view, I guess, the way the rest of the offense, like what it could mean if you get a couple of those guys just clicking and Manny and Haas still doing what they're doing?
Yeah, for me, I'm a bit of an optimist. We're getting a lot of wins and not getting a ton of production. Those guys are carrying the load. But there are a lot of these guys have some track records. Grisham had some really good at bats today too. Crony's going to get going. So, we just wait for that. In the meantime, we're fighting hard. We're playing clean games defensively. We're getting good pitch games and winning by a run here the last couple nights.
For your peace of mind, what's it meant to get 2 7-inning games coming off that doubleheader?
Yeah, it was tempting, to let you go back out there again. But, the fourth time around, first 2 guys in the order were the guys that got the best swings off them. There'll be a time I probably do let them do that, go back out there. But, like I said, we need some contributions across the board, and I think it was really big for Suarez and Wilson today. But you was fantastic again.
Might there If he hadn't gone 6 times in 10 days, might you have gone to Taylor a third day in a row? Or, I mean, he's just been working so much.
Well, it was 3 out of 4 for him, and today would have been 3 out of 4 for Garcia. So, we're trying to spread it around early in the season and not wear these guys out. It would have been hard to use Rogers and have him go 4 out of 5. Garcia might have been a little bit more of a likely candidate, but this is the way we kind of planned it out before the game, and ended up winning.
What I miss?
You didn't hear it?
No.
You got problems, man.
Yeah, the audio.
Well, Andrew has it right. I effing love Bob Melvin. He's just it's such a refreshing listen, man. I could listen to Bob Melvin talk all the time. I could not have said that about the previous managers of the Padres, and dating back all the way to the last one you could actually stand was Bud Black. But he is just so refreshing. He mentioned that if Beatty didn't get that hit, that big hit, he thought that Beatty would have killed himself.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
That's
and he goes,
a little bit of a strong.
He goes, I'm just kidding, by the way, but very strong on the Beatty front. And he wanted to pitch you another inning. He was tempted, but he didn't.
Me? I didn't even throw tonight.
No, Darvish, you idiot.
Oh, okay.
And he point blank said, he goes, look, we're gonna need Suarez and Wilson. Like we can't just have Garcia and Rogers.
No, not for the whole year.
And he mentioned, he's like, yeah, we don't want to tax the bullpen out early in the season. And I laughed at that point because it's the complete opposite of what happened last year.
Right. But the A team is being used a lot because they're winning a lot. So there's
Correct.
4 guys that throw a lot: Wilson, Suarez, Garcia,
yes,
Rogers. And that's
Correct.
good. That's another good problem. Thank you. The 2-step for the super chat. Next road trip. He says next road trip will be a good test. Atlanta, Philadelphia, San Francisco. I completely agree. Thank you again for the super chat. We talked about this last night. I think that's a test. Philadelphia's been awful, but they can hit. Atlanta's the world champ. San Francisco, yeah, they've lost 5 straight, but the Giants took 2 of 3 from the Padres earlier this year.
Yep, it's gonna be a tough road trip. Good test, absolutely, and just keep riding the pitching, man. Keep riding the starting pitching.
Our buddy here on Twitch, Pep the Hooligan, who's been with us all the time, says, yeah, he's curious to see how they do the month of, from mid-May to mid-June. They play 31 games in 31 days. I think Kevin Acey said that with us earlier today, coming up in mid-May. They'll play 31 games in 31 days. There's a doubleheader or 2 in there. So there's an off day in there, but there's a doubleheader or 2 in there as well.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, but that's why you'd think that a 6-man rotation would make sense.
Mm-hmm. That's why you stack up as much wins as you possibly can early in the season.
Yep. But that's a stretch. Dodgers are in at 31 games in 30 days for the Dodgers starting tomorrow.
Now, they did stack up a lot of wins last year earlier in the season, but, they just completely fell off a map because they didn't have no pitching and they taxed the crap out of their bullpen.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Aura real quick before?
Yeah, here's the thing. Well, what's going on with your internet? Okay, hold on.
I got like 7 minutes left.
Dude, Jim is on some internet package that is not unlimited. Has anyone ever heard of that in 2022? What do you have, like daytime minutes and nighttime minutes? Is this like 1999?
I don't want to talk about it.
Can someone just give Jim, I'm getting to this point because we can't even, you almost have to give Jim your phone that has the hotspot built into it. Or maybe can you move in with Jim? Can someone just live with Jim?
No.
Am I asking for too much?
Yes.
It's going to be fixed tomorrow, Jim says.
It will be.
I've heard that for 7 months. Yes, I do want to make sure we get to our partner, Aura. I need to pull that up, though. Hold on. Stand by.
Stand by. Standing by. Roger. Stand by. Standing by. Standing by.
Again,
for Aura.
We're not able to do this. By the way, we can't do this show without Mark Nimitz, Aura. We haven't been able to do the show without their support. So thank you guys. Aura.organic. Click this Take the Quiz button. You're going to get a discount on your very first order. Plant-based nutrition. Everything's plant-based. Everything is plant-based, whether it's probiotics, which I take every single day from Aura. I just placed another order through Aura. Whether it's proteins, which Jim takes, pre-workout supplements, omega-3 oils, sleep supplements, stress supplements. There's so much good stuff on this website. There really is. It's all affordable. You can browse this site. There's a link down below, ora.organic. Click Take the Quiz. You get a discount on your very first order. I take probiotics for digestion. That's why most people take it, but there's so many other reasons to take probiotics, and this is the best I've ever taken. Again, digestion, heart health, mental clarity, a million other reasons. ORA.organic. Their co-founder, Will, is a huge Padres fan. San Diegan. They've got an office in San Diego. So a San Diego-based company, co-founded by a huge Padres fan, Will, who's a big supporter of the Wrap-Up Show. If you want to support this channel, please make sure to browse this site.
Go there right now. Everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. Take the quiz, as John said. 30% off your first order. We're hooking you up right now. www.aura.organic. Go there, get some products. You'll thank us later.
There are some funny comments coming in, by the way. Okay, let's get to some of these funny comments before you duck out.
Is it a bunch of Jim Soft?
Yeah, basically, Tyler says you need someone to pay your Wi-Fi bill. I got you. So people are literally willing to just pay straight up. Let's see. Michael says you have a text message limit as well. I remember my first phone. That's great. Jim, you need Starlink. Boogie says you're stealing internet. Kenneth enters the chat. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Kenneth is going to take care of you, man.
I know.
Alex says you still have a phone card with minutes. LOL.
I have a flip phone, guys. I use a flip phone. I use a Razor phone, actually.
Do you have a phone? Spencer says get AT&T.
I do have AT&T.
This is funny off Twitch. Jim's a baller on a budget.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Jim's internet is probably using one of those old calling cards you get at the local international grocery store.
It's dial-up.
I don't know what's going on here. Professional says meet him at a Starbucks and you can use his phone. That is kind.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But hopefully it will be fixed tomorrow. Free internet trial.
Router out the window. Nigerian prince need money for Jim's internet. Love it. Yeah, so honestly, this is a great idea.
Should I get a sugar daddy?
You have them. They're with us.
I know.
You have loyal supporters, people that want you to have great internet for the betterment of the show. People are willing to literally come over. This is a great look at this. Look at this chat from Gus. We need an internet provider sponsor.
Yes.
You know?
Come on. I like that idea.
Yeah, Rich. He's at his landlord's mercy. You're right. You're right.
It really is.
He is.
It's a little backstory. The rent is all inclusive. So I moved in and it was rent. It was included, or the internet was included, trash was included, water was included, all in the rent. So that's how this works. That's how this works.
What about Marty's BlackBerry?
Marty's BlackBerry is dead. R.I.P. Marty's BlackBerry. If I tried to use Marty's BlackBerry, like it would like combust and like blow up. I would die.
This is an interesting comment from Pedro.
Discount condoms. Use condoms.
By the way, Chris, of course you can. I can't ask the question because I got no super chat cash. Of course you can. Absolutely you can. Absolutely. No, we appreciate you hanging out with us. You do not have to use the super chat function. No. If you got a question for us right now, let us know. We'll try to get it in right now before we get out of here. This is interesting. San Diego Chicken. Can you get him back, Jim, for the Padres?
I'll just time travel with using my 1980 internet.
He's still around, isn't he?
In a different multiverse, he's the Padres mascot right now still.
Right. True.
Yeah.
Charlie, no.
No.
Family show, Jim.
Sorry. I apologize.
Okay, a couple of more baseball comments, and then we'll let Jim get back to his
I'm here.
Daytime minutes.
I'm here.
Okay, Andrew says, let's talk baseball. We all know Haas will regress a little. Hopefully still a great year, but how great is it that Haas is producing when we need it most with Tatis out? Two guys carrying us.
Yeah, it's a great question. It's a great chat, Andrew. Hosmer's BABIP is crazy right now. You can it's not sustainable. It just is not. But the biggest thing with Hosmer is he looks comfortable at the plate. He's hitting the ball hard. He's taken his walks. He turned around a 99-mile-an-hour fastball letter high and hit it into the right center field gap. Like, old Hosmer did not do that. He missed that every single time, or it was a grounder to second base. He would get on top of it, just shoot that thing in the ground. A couple of bats tonight. He had one at bat tonight where he hit the ball, I think, like 3 inches in front of the plate. But his first at bat was like the new Hos, and it's a great sign that he is playing well, because you want your highest paid players to be contributing the most. You don't have to always. If you guys making $20 million, you want him to play like he's making $20 million, and that's exactly what Hosmer is doing right now.
No doubt. This is an interesting point. You saw Manny's cleats tonight with the kind of highlighter colors, the brighter colors. Was Manny giving us a preview of the City Connect jersey colors with those cleats, kicks?
Well, remember Musgrove had the glove, same colors.
Which was those are the. Tell us the colors again. What would you describe the
Miami
colors
Vice. Miami Vice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a teal.
Kind of like this pink behind me.
Yeah. Actually, it's like exactly like that pink with the teal. So it's Miami Vice.
We'll see.
Get ready. Get ready to everyone hate it.
So here's the question from Chris Mack, who I think was asking, hey, can you ask a question? How many games is a major league level closer expected to go in a row? So Taylor Rogers went 3 in a row earlier this year, but he had pitched 6 out of the last 10 days coming into today. So he was just down. I mean, they make a decision at some point whether someone's available or unavailable. I would answer it like this, Chris. 3 days in a row, 4 in 5 at some point in a year, if not multiple times, a closer is going to need to throw 3 straight days and 4 in 5 days. But you can't just force it to force it. 6 and 10 is a lot. It's still early in the year. He's going to need some days where he's unavailable, and tonight was one of those days.
Yeah, and you want to make sure he stays fresh. He's your best reliever. Guy's a stud this year for you, and you don't want to overtax him this early on. And it's good to have other guys that can close out games. You're not going to be a guy that's going to have 60 saves at the end of the year.
What does this mean, Jim? This has been coming in a couple of times.
Oh, the Funko Pop collection?
What's a Funko Pop?
It was the Baby Yoda I showed.
Gotcha.
It's what do I have? It's I don't really know how to show it. I guess I could. I have let's go. Whoop. I got this right here. Where is it? Well, I got the WandaVision Vision. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
And then I got some other stuff. I got a Guy Fieri Funko Pop. Shout out Guy Fieri.
So Funko Pop, is that like style, Jim, or what? That figurine or something?
It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a little character, and they're really cool. I have a bunch. I have a couple Game of Thrones ones. I got a Deadpool as Bob Ross. So that's my Funko Pops.
Before we get out of here, I do want to make mention of one thing about Machado. I mean, we've talked about Machado over and over and over again. He's having this ridiculous start.
I'm okay with that.
Which is amazing. But I saw AJ Cassavell tweet this out. I would imagine it's still accurate, even though he was maybe went hitless in his last at bat or whatever he did. Machado now leads the majors in hits, runs, batting average, on base percentage, and WAR. I mean,
but Arenado's better.
But yeah, but Arenado, when you rank the top 10 hitters in baseball, Machado's 6th, according to MLB.com today.
Yeah, no, Arenado's better. Arenado probably will get the starting nod at the All-Star game. He'll probably win the Gold Glove again this year, and he'll probably get more MVP votes. Now it's on May 6th. I get it. A lot can change, and Arenado could actually have an amazing year. But there's got to be a point here. Like, give Manny some respect. Like, put some respect on Manny's name. And yes, Arenado's great, but Machado's great as well. And he deserves, if he gets to a point where he's playing like this for the entire first half, if Arenado gets voted in as a third baseman, well, Machado needs to be a starter in that game. You put him at DH. It just needs to happen. If he keeps playing like this, if he plays like this, he deserves to be a starter in the All-Star game at Dodger Stadium. By the way.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine that crowd? Give me Machado and Tatis on the left side of the infield at Dodger Stadium, and I'm not joking about Tatis because it's a fan vote.
I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was an all-star starter at all. I wouldn't be surprised. because he's so popular and he transcends. You know, I
Right.
mean, it's far from a shoo-in, but if he plays in June and voting's going on in June, I think it's at least possible. Before we leave, Jim, can you make a case for people to vote for us in the UT Readers Poll?
Make a case for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, what do people need to do? There's a link down below. What are we eligible for? What are we asking people? It takes what? It takes a minute to do it if you want to support
This is
our show.
Biggest shameless plug ever. But if you haven't heard or seen, we're up for some awards in the UT Best Readers Poll. The link's in the description below. If you have a couple minutes of your time, we would love your vote. We're nominated for Best Talk Show, Best Sports Show, and Best Drive Time Show. And John, I mean, if you just look at him, he just screams big personality.
Oh, huge.
He's up for Best Radio Personality in San Diego. So a couple minutes, just go vote. You can vote once a day. It's, we would definitely welcome your vote.
Is this link even? Yeah, it's a little cumbersome. You got to scroll down. It's the link's up here. You get to San Diego's Best, and then you can kind of click down below, like for it's Radio Drive Time Show. You click on it, boom.
I'll tell you what, we're not nominated for Best Internet in San Diego.
No, we came up short in that category. Believe it or not,
we did just a couple votes short there. Couple votes.
Ruben, thanks for the super on our way out here tonight. The booze in the latrine will be chills.
Oh,
yes.
The booze
Chavez?
Dodger Stadium.
Yep.
Chavez Ravine. Yeah.
Yep.
You mean Tatis Stadium?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be awesome. It really will.
Yeah.
Okay. There's some things we probably can't get to here. Yes, thank you, Michael. We appreciate it. So if you guys are,
Thank you,
it
Michael.
takes 30 seconds. And by the way, if you screen grab it and post on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD, or at John and Jim, we'll retweet you. If you screen grab it and vote for us, we'll make sure to retweet you from a couple of accounts. So we do appreciate that. I do not think we're back tomorrow. We'll see about Sunday night to wrap up this series between the Padres and the Marlins. 18-9.
Cubs
Jim.
in town. Yep.
What's that?
And then the Cubs are in town.
Yeah,
and we'll
Cubs.
be there next Wednesday, by the way, too.
Yep. Daytime game. We'll get there for a couple of innings, get there a little early as well. So, okay. Also on the way out, Monkey Knife Fight. If you use promo code WRAPUP, you get an instant deposit match up to $100. Link down below. Instant deposit match up to $100 and a free $5 game with a chance to win another $100. Great offer. Daily fantasy for the rest of us. Daily fantasy involving Padres games day in and day out. Really great site. Super simple and easy to use. Monkey Knife Fight. If you play daily fantasy, that is the way to go. Click the link down below. Use promo code WRAPUP. You get the instant match up to $100, a 100% match, and a free $5 game. As we always say, please support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. If you want to save money on your insurance here in 2022, up to $750. He is our title sponsor. Great longtime supporter of this channel. We thank Mark Nimitz for his support. We thank Aura. Again, if you want to get healthier in 2022, click that Take the Quiz button down below. Once you're on their site, you can get a discount on your very first order. For those of you that were here live, thank you so much. If you're here on replay, you can hit that thanks button as well. We appreciate the support. Remember to subscribe. We have year-round Padres content. We're here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe. Hit the follow button if you're on Twitch. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Have a
I don't know
good
what
week.
I'm doing.
I don't know. Jim is doing really weird hand signals on his
It's
phone.
a heart. It's a heart.
Jim is giving us heart signs. This is very weird. This is very not Jim.
Like subscribe to us, and we love you for it.
Oh, how about this, Jim? We got to vote.
Boom.
Just like that.
Thank you. Break it down.
Just like that.
Heart.
And Andrew, thank you. The extra work doing this wrap-up show is seen. You guys are a great show, putting in work. We all see it. Thank you.
Heart.
Thank you. The heart, kind of like a labor of love.
Heart.
Passion project, a grind
Heart.
like the baseball season. Yeah, the heart.
Yeah.
The heart. Okay, we'll be back with you hopefully Sunday night. Go Padres this weekend. For Jim, I'm John. This has been the wrap-up show presented by Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. Thanks, guys.